This is Spreadsheet Homeroom, short tutorials to turn your spreadsheeting into a superpower. Let's build an event scanner spreadsheet, one that quickly scans students' ID cards for attendance, then displays their names and no-go status. This sheet contains our source data, students' ID numbers, last name, first name, and then in column F, the no-go list, whether they are allowed to enter an event or not, based on behavior or other reasons. We would like that information to be displayed on the attendance scanner over here. So when a student's ID number is entered, we would see the student's first name, last name, and their status based on each ID number in column A. To begin, we will type equals in the cell B2. Equals tells Sheets that we are looking for a formula, not just data in the cell. And let's type in xlookup. You can either click the pop-up that shows up or press tab. The first parameter is a search key. That is the ID number we are looking for. Click A2. A2 shows up in the formula. Now press comma. The next argument in the that we're looking for is lookup range. Where should Sheets look for this ID number? That is in the student info sheet. Click down here and click in the column A. So now Sheets will look for that ID number in column A, which happens to be right down here. There's that first ID number. We now want to tell Sheets to look up the first name, which is in column C right here for Kevin Basilata. So that is in column C. So press comma. The result range is what we want to return, which is the first name, comma. And then missing value. If the ID number is not found, what should be displayed? In that case, we want nothing to be displayed. We don't want an error message. We just want a blank cell. Close the right parenthesis and then press enter. So now Kevin shows up. Excellent. Let's double click that formula now, copy, and then click over into cell C2 and paste. Now in this case, same exact thing. We'll look for the value from A2. We'll look up in column A, but this time we want the student's last name. That was in column B. So change the C's to a B, then press enter. There's Basilata. And finally, column F for the no-go status. So change the C to an F. And there again is no-go status. Here is blank because Kevin is not on the no-go list. We now need to fill these formulas down as far as we want to go in the spreadsheet so that when the ID numbers are entered in this column, the first name, last name, and status will show up automatically. Left click and highlight those three cells with the formulas, and then drag down by clicking on this blue dot in the bottom right corner, drag down as far as you want. Notice that nothing will show up. However, when you click into the formula rather, the cell A7 is now highlighted, saying it will look for the value in A7 and then return that student's name. We are now ready to start scanning ID cards. For more information on scanners, watch this video. For more content like this to supercharge your spreadsheeting, visit spreadsheetsforschools.com. And the next time you're working with data, remember, this looks like a job for super spreadsheets.